David Walliams, the comedian, actor, and former judge of Britain's Got Talent, BGT, has lived a life that, while outwardly filled with laughter, glamour, and success, has behind the curtain been marked by struggles and heartbreak that few truly understand. And the more people learn about his journey, the more it becomes clear that his story is far more tragic than fans ever realized. Born David Edward Williams, he grew up in London with big dreams of comedy and acting, eventually finding massive success alongside Matt Lucas in the hit sketch show Little Britain, which cemented his reputation as a bold and outrageous comedian. But behind the laughter, he was carrying battles that fame could not erase. Even at the height of his career, Walliams was open about his struggles with severe depression, admitting in his own words that there were times he felt consumed by darkness. And this vulnerability made fans admire him, not just as a performer, but as a man willing to reveal the truth about mental health in an industry that often hides it. While his humor brought joy to millions, his personal relationships often ended in heartbreak. Most notably, his marriage to supermodel Laura Stone, which ended in divorce and left him devastated despite his public attempts to carry on with grace. Insiders revealed that the split deeply wounded him as he longed for a stable family life that always seemed just out of reach, and friends worried about how much the loneliness was wearing on him. As he joined Britain's Got Talent in 2012, Walliams became a household name to new audiences, winning praise for his playful banter with Simon Cowell and his warmth toward contestants. Yet even during this period of television success, he faced inner battles that were harder and harder to hide. Tabloids often painted him as eccentric or unpredictable, but those close to him knew that these behaviors were often coping mechanisms for the pain he was carrying. By 2022, damaging leaks of private conversations led to his sudden departure from BGT. And while the public focused on the scandal, very few stopped to consider how deeply the fallout would affect him personally, stripping away not just his role on the show, but also a sense of purpose he had built for over a decade. The man once seen laughing at auditions and cheering for underdogs now found himself in the shadows, forced to reckon with the harsh judgment of both the media and the public. What makes David Walliams' life so heartbreaking is that it reflects a pattern of highs followed by devastating lows, triumphs overshadowed by moments of despair. And despite his talent and accomplishments, he continues to fight for stability in a world that can be cruel to those who dare to be different. His candid admissions about suicidal thoughts in the past remind us that fame is no shield against pain. And his story is a stark example of how those who bring joy to others are often the ones who suffer most in silence. Today at 52, Walliams remains an enigmatic figure, beloved for his wit, respected for his achievements, yet quietly haunted by a lifetime of personal battles, making his journey one of the most tragic and heartbreaking tales to come out of Britain's Got Talent.